How old are you, brother?
I'm 19.
You 19?
Yeah.
Man, 19 years old. And let me ask you something, man. How did you even get involved with this at 19 years old? You've been here, what, a year?
Yeah, I've been here since last June.
Put a disclaimer. Oh, he did.
Yeah, let's see. So, I started looking into this kind of stuff, but...
How long you been in the class?
I've been in since last June.
June? Really?
Yep.
So you just had a two, along with Hugo. Hugo had a birthday. That's awesome, man. You were flat, baby. Sorry, MT, I wasn't trying to do that, man. Seriously, I wasn't trying to do that. I was just trying to help Borg, man, because Borg is awesome, man. I'm really impressed with him, man. Wasn't trying to mess you up, brother. I really wasn't. Brother. I didn't even consider that. Everybody's getting a little bit goofy now with all these disclaimers and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, where do you live, Borg?
I'm up in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Ooh, yeah. Laverne and Shirley corner. You're too young to remember them, but they had a show back in the 70s called Laverne and Shirley, and it was all in Wisconsin where we worked at a bottle factory. So is the weather up there pretty good right now?
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It can be a little hot from time to time, but otherwise it's pretty nice up here.
Yeah. It's 95 where I'm at right now. Where I'm at, humidity thing, man, is pretty bad. Let me ask you something, man. How are you doing? How are you doing right now in the class?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. I think it all comes down to a matter of consistency, and yeah.
You got your win ratio right?
Yeah, I think that was kind of the biggest thing for me was getting that win ratio right and then getting it better. Yeah, I think we have a delay of some sort.
Right. Well, what do you think about Jazz's new? What do you think about Jazz's new 1 in 4 video?
I think it's excellent. I think it really nails down exactly what everybody really needs to know about trading, because I think it really all comes from 1 in 4 in this class.
Absolutely, yes, sir. And you know, the thing about it is for 16 months, man, I couldn't get what he was saying right there. I don't understand why. I'm a guy, and I usually catch on to things extremely fast. Look at the GZ right there. See, GZ 1 in 4 kicking back in. See, look at that. I usually do. I usually kick into things pretty fast. But this right here, man, I think it was because I have a lot of rebel in me, and I had to get the rebel out. Where I was going to follow the rules. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what I had to do, man. And that 1 in 4 he's been talking about the whole time. I've been in here. It's just let me ask you the question, man. Why did you continue in? Hello?
Wait, sorry, I lost sound.
Is Borg still here? Okay, let me ask you a question. How come you continued in the class even though maybe you lost for a few months? What was your motivation? What kept you going?
Okay, got it. Well, it's kind of like I always really wanted to do this kind of thing, like with trading. I remember back when I first did some stuff with stocks back in school. We were doing like a
Wow.
personal finance class, and
Wow.
we were doing like fake stock trading stuff. And so I started doing that, and I was the guy that could, compete in these like large competitions doing that kind of thing. And it was,
wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive, man. Keep going.
Yeah, so like I did that in school and then a little bit out of school, and I was like, okay, I got this stock trading, and then I was, hearing about binary options kind of stuff, and I thought, well, this sounds pretty interesting. And then, of course, I started out in the trial room, I think, back when MT did that on Mondays.
How did you find his site?
I was searching around on the internet for stuff about like binary options things, and I just kind of like came across it.
Right. Yeah, you do that and everything in search engines. That's basically how I found it too. So what was your motivation to keep going though? Even though you still wasn't there making money even after it's.
Yeah, so like I think it was that I knew that it was fully possible, because like I even remember even before I could even trade, because I was like 17 and stuff, and I was like ready to trade, but wasn't able to because I wasn't 18 yet. And I remember like seeing some of Jazz Friend's stuff about how he's making like 6 figures a week,
Oh yeah.
And that was really motivating to me to be like, yeah, I can do that too,
I wished I was 19 again, man, and know what I know now. I'm telling you, brother, I wish that I was 19 again, know what I know now. Hey, man, you're impressive, brother. You really are, man. See, you get it right out of high school. You're getting it. See, you understand that. Just no offense to people who work jobs, okay, because we need them. But there is nothing in it. It's dead end. You can only go so far in a job. Yeah. And man, you're impressive. Let me ask you this right here, okay? How did you just? You already told me. What is your plans? Okay. Since you're making money now, what is your plans? Do you live on your own, or are you planning on getting on your own, or are you planning on helping your parents, or what is your plans?
Well, I got some plans here and there. At the moment, I'm still going to college and all. That's pretty fun. Working to learn some more psychology, physics, that kind of really fun stuff. I'm still living with my parents, but I think if I continue to earn more and more, I'm going to get a place of my own, that kind of thing, And that's really my short-term aims there.
Right. I got you. That's awesome, man. What is your friends at college think about you doing this?
It's a little in and out. When people hear about like day trading at first, they initially think about like the stock market in like the 90s or stuff, and people like gambling up and down and getting destroyed. But once I kind of explain it to them, they start to get a lot more interested in this kind of thing.
I got you. Well, what did your parents think?
I think initially they thought it was a pretty kind of like scam kind of thing, but I kind of convinced them, and they got pretty interested in it to some degree. My mom particularly is also very interested in it, and I've tried to help her learning a little bit of trading, and she's taught me at it sometimes, so it's kind of a fun thing that we can talk about and connect with.
Cool, man. That's awesome, man. Heck yeah. My dad, I told him what I was doing, back when I was losing my blood every day. And he laughed at that daggum scam, man. Here he is, 73 years old, telling me this. I'm 49 at the time, and I'm saying, man, I got to do something, man. My body's giving out. And, man, he said, man, you got it, man, that's stupid, man. You just pissing your money away. You ain't saying that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and I'm really impressed with you and everything, man. You always are always motivated and keep going and everything, no matter what keeps you motivated? How important to you is mindset in this class? How important is it to you?
Mindset. I think mindset is the absolute most important thing in the class. Like, yeah, I think 98% mindset right there. Yeah, so like I think that it's necessary that everybody get that kind of that winning mindset.
What do you do and everything? I mean, what do you do to get your mindset right, boy?
I think it's I do a couple different things. I do some daily kind of meditations kind of things. I really like Wayne Dyer's meditation, like the getting in the gap meditation. I do that every day. That kind of eases the number of thoughts you have, so you're less fearful.
Absolutely.
I do MT's like visioneering thing every day. Like every morning, I do that kind of visioneering.
At 19 years old, man, you've already got your head on straight, man. That is impressive, man. God, that's impressive, man. I was a workaholic and an alcoholic, man, when I was 19 years old.
Yeah, well, you know, it's always a work in progress, right?
I'm really impressed with you. Okay. Well, all right, now here. Yeah, oh, absolutely, man. All right, now, if you got, we're going to do this right here, okay, and then we're going to go into the room and see about trade, everything you know that you think you need to know, okay? How I trade, how Jazz trades, because I trade not Jazz. I want to be, of course, I can't be exact as I'm me and he's him. But what exactly do you need from me to help you?
Well, you know, you are like the most successful guy in the room at the moment. Like, I think what people really need from you is kind of like a lot of your process. So kind of how when you first get in the room, you start to see, okay, I'm looking here initially, and now what am I expecting? Because I think that's the expectations that is really the key to getting people in the right trades at the right times.
Right. Well, I didn't yesterday, and I really should have told everybody, you know, that the G was going to go up and probably hit about 65. It went up to 72 and then come down, okay? But I didn't. The other day, I told everybody, you know, that everything was going to range up and down, then go down on the GU and EU, and I should have done that yesterday, and I should have probably done it today. But, you know, I don't ever want to start giving his 2 cents, and, you know, I really like watching what Jazz says about certain things, you know, to confirm what I'm thinking, okay? But, yeah, you're right about that. I need to start doing that. Yep, I agree with that. And you know what? I'm going to make an appointment to do that, to help the man Jazz and stuff. Is there anything else that you would like need from me?
Not really. I think that once everybody gets the process, you know, it's the gold mine that you're always talking about, you know, the T-bone steak gold mine right here, you know?
Powering off.
Yeah. Well, it's like the Jazz that I told everybody about it and everything. I wasn't say something about that, but he had already said something about it. GZ was gold, man. It's pure gold. You had one correlation, you had the daily, the 8-hour come in and stuff, and see, if you look at the daily, it bounced right off the BD band. It bounced right off of it. And that, if you look at those candles, man, there's a ton of hits in them candles. So, you know, it'd be safe, you know, to take it up because you have all that correlating. And I bet that and everything, man, you can be 100%, never lose a trade in this class. That's the truth, okay? See, it's like right here. Let me show you. We're going to go into the room now, okay? Let me show you something. See, if you took the trade down there on the EU, right down here, okay? Right down there instead of at the top, okay? Where it's supposed to, okay, right there, you are already, what, 6 pips in the hole, 7 pips with fees. 7 pips in the hole already, you see. But now if you wait for it to come up here or close to it up here or even right here, then you're safe to take it. Okay. Other than that, you're not safe to take that trade right there down. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that's definitely a key point is people learning to take the trades, off the BB bands and off these orange lines, because I really think that, entry is a big part of it, and I think people really struggle with that. I've struggled with that a lot in the past because, it's hard to really, have that right mindset. Sometimes you think, oh, no, I don't know if this trade's about to go. Maybe it's going to shoot up to the moon, before it does this. But, when you really know what you're doing, you can see, okay, I know exactly what it's going to do, and you can take it right at the right price and immediately be in profit.
Yes. See, exactly like right here on the Z right here. See, Jazz was calling out 5 minutes, and look at it right there. See, it comes down, busts through, it levels out that previous candle right there. You don't even need a signal because you got your signal right there. And the reason why you can take off that little red is because you got a 1 and a 4 and an 8 hour. See, that's why it's safe. You won't lose that trade. See right up here? See it right up here? See, now, if you'd have sold it at 90, you would be winning that trade with no problem, or even 91. See, right there. See, that's where you sell it. It's not down at the bottom. I'm going to be honest with you, Borg. I believe that right there is probably the biggest mistake that is made in this class, is waiting till the trade is.
Yeah, I think you're right, VR, that it's, but I think that really comes from, all this, all these fearful emotions of, oh no, I don't want to, get in this trade too soon, blah, 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 but actually it's way safer to do that, and I think that people just have that kind of mindset issue that's just kind of comes about, being human and all that. It's just that fear of losing kind of thing.
All mindset, man. That's what causes everybody to fail in this class is your mindset. Especially if in here, man, and you're blaming people, you're getting mad. Well, he was wrong, and so he's supposed to be an MT or she's supposed to be an MT and stuff, and not considering, that your bias will change no matter what. It changes in this class day, for the first hour it's this, that, and you need to take and understand that your bias will change all the time. And that's something, especially around happy hour. Happy hour, man, 8 out of 10 times, man, they're going to reverse if the trend is really strong, one way. But I believe that right there is the mindset, man, that really hurts just about everybody in this class, is not trusting what they're seeing and not trusting themselves that they're making the right decision. What do you think about that?
I think that is completely true. Another issue I see in the class, I think Bobby Axelrod talked about this in his great video last January or something. But anyway, it's one of the all those different basic fears in trading, and I think that one issue sometimes people have is they see these big scores from all these heavy hitting MTs, they're bringing in I got 400 pips today, I got 600,000, whatever, these kind of numbers, and they feel like their pips are not enough kind of thing. And I think that can hurt some people because they keep forgetting that, if I made, 3% a day, 4% a day, you could be a millionaire in a year, just kind of doing that every day.
Absolutely. All right, now let me ask you this. This is an important question right here. Okay. Excuse me. Should the MT stop posting reports because of that?
I think that's kind of a tough one to say because, there's good and there's bad that comes from that kind of thing. Yeah, I'm here.
The reason why I say that is because I've seen that too, and I've even said, should I? And some people say no, and then some people say yes. And the reason why is because I felt the same, man, when I was losing my butt. I really did. I felt the same way. I was like, God bless, man. How the hell they get 500 pips a day, man? 1,000, 1,500. How they doing that, man? I ain't even got 15, and I can't. I've lost 100. But now, see, I got it, and I'm thinking to myself, it might be hurting people in here. I might be hurting people in here. See, it's like right here, Tantric. Look, I told you your entry price would be about 90, 91, something like that. Right here, see, look, oh, arrow. See, this is your sell right there. See, how many candles? See, this is what really got me bored. Right here, look at this, okay? Look at this. Okay, now this was a different one and stuff because it had it. You had this. Okay, see that tells a story against this over here. See, and against. Okay, now if you see that it's going to take and bounce off of that, this is ranging right here until it goes up. If you see that right there bouncing everything off that orange road, would you take that? Would you take that?
On EU here?
You see, man, was on. Man, I just got 10 times 5 on it.
I see.
Yeah, on the EU down.
So, like, I think it depends on the type of trader you are. If you're the one who wants to take 5 pips, and that's something I'm getting a little more comfortable with. Off the orange road at that kind of level, it's a good trade, yeah.
Right. Well, Jazz is the one that pointed that out and everything in that 5-minute video. If you take a look at the 5 minutes, it's worth millions of dollars. It is. It's worth it. It's worth millions of dollars. I don't even think you can put a price on it. Like this last video, I don't think you can put. That's probably the best video in this room right now. It's that video he put up. Okay. Because see, this is your trade. Okay. If you really see what I'm showing you right here, that all the candles are below the orange road. Okay, and every single time it comes up, it may even come up to there, but then you can sell it. As soon as it turns red, right off that, you can sell it. See, it's a perfect trade and stuff, as long as you don't bottom, wait for the trade and everything. So I used to be a witness to those trades, and now I participate in those trades. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think EU was particularly...
But that's it right there. So what... Oh, go ahead.
So on the EU trade, I just wanted to note, I think it was a absolutely great trade, particularly because the reversal took it right up to that 1 hour orange road. It hits it, it's hitting like the yellow on the 30 kind of thing. And then we get our perfect 5-minute trending pink and down she goes, So really, I think a good example of a great trade right there.
Yes, sir. All right, now what do you see as now to get into?
Let's see. We're in happy hour, so reversals are definitely looking like they're going to be a possibility at some point. Let's see.
Yeah. Did you see right here and everything where I say the GU is going to range until it goes up?
Yep.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you can go ahead.
Newbie or your next trade, baby.
Let's see. So, like, my eyes are drawn a little more and more to the GN and the GU from time to time because I know that we have are still on the current candle. We still have a nice pink on the 1 hour GU. We're getting this 30 yellow showing up, so that one looks juicy if you can get in it at a nice price, So I like that one.
Pull back.
Yep, let it pull back, take it up, kind of thing. On GN, like we have the 4 hour going yellow red, and we have the 8 hour going pink red. So like to me, that's a strong push. That's like okay, we're raging to the upside.
Right. Excellent, Tom. Excellent. Yes, sir. And the UC too. Look at the UC. The GN right here because I want to show you something right here. The GN because of this. And that, this is turned into a kiss now. Look at that. It's going to go to right here. and it'll go to right there. And if it keeps going, it'll go to right there. So you can actually ride this up. I bet you Pink is killing it, and Jazz is killing it up right now. And I know Mercy is. You can't even tell me Mercy's at it with $5,000 a pip. He's got 71 times 4. Jazz, shut up. Good God Almighty, man. You killing it, brother. My God. Man, you ain't human. What are you, man? Are you from Planet Bunghole, too? Oh, I just had to say that, man. Yeah, that was a juicy trade, man. That was a good call, too, brother. Let it pull and then buy that mother. Because it's going right up there. That's where it's going. And you got the signals. Yeah, it is MT, perfect setup. And so was the EU and the GU, too. Because you still have the 4 hours with them and the 1 hours. It's just perfect, man. It's perfect. Now it's happy hour, of course. Everything's reversing some. BP, you got in late, man. Jazz is 71 times 4, baby. 71. Well, let me ask you this, Borg. What would you tell the newbies that come in right now that are struggling, and also to the people that's been here for a while that are struggling? What would you tell them right now to be successful?
Well, I think there are a couple things. I think first thing is to, of course, listen to Jazz Fran. His new video is excellent. I think it's definitely worth the watch there. But I also think it's I think you have to go into it with the right attitude. So, like, every day when you're coming to the room, you need to be thinking, today I'm going to make, this percent, or I'm going to do this kind of thing, instead of, oh no, what if I lose everything kind of thing. So I think you need to have that attitude, and you need to have the strategy that Jazz is on everybody.
Amen, brother. You hit it right on the head, man. That's exactly. He didn't trade for like a week. He came in, but he did not trade at all. Okay, all right. Odd, I sure will. Okay, all right. Now, Odd, do you see this right here? You see the orange road? Let me get my arrows and everything back in the lines. You see the orange road right there? Okay, right here. Okay, because it didn't come down to here. Okay, it didn't come down to here off of that. Is because it's tackling this. Okay, so when this right here shows up, okay, even though it's a little red, because this, and this is going to bounce off that orange road right there. Right there. Okay, it went below the band, then you could have took it up right here. And, that's a lot of stinking pips right there, man. I mean, that's a lot of pips, man. 30 pips, 40 pips, something like that. And that's all you have to do is that right there. I just look for those, okay? You don't have to look for those on every single pair. Look for one pair, okay? If you don't see it on like that, it's kind of like this right here off the EU. As soon as it went up there, I personally would have sold it. It's the truth. I would have already sold it. Okay, once it gets up here, now this right here, I don't know, it's probably going to be a bunghole trade, okay? This would have to go red, but now we got the flashing option, but this would have to go red before I would take it. That's going to go left. I would have to take it. Oh, just like that, okay? And I'm telling you, if you do this right here, you will kill it in this room, Hodge. You got to take and notice that. It's like Jazz said, you cannot go against this right here. You know how many times I've sold the GZ? I sold it one time, and it was just off of there. The reason why I sold it is because it hit that. Okay, as soon as it went down there, and I saw that, I bought it because of the 1 and 4. See, he is exactly correct. You understand, Hodge? You take and watch that video, man, until it makes sense. Bang yourself in the head. Do whatever it takes, man, to get it to make sense to you. Because I'm telling you, once you see it, once you get that down, everything else is over. It's over. See, that's what got it down for me. See, that's what it got down for me. It was 5 minutes. He talks about 5 minutes in there, too. And 5 minutes, man, is just, it's gold. It's worth money. Money. What do you think about that, Borg? Do you think that have you watched his 5-minute video?
Yeah, for sure.
What do you think about that video?
I think it is indeed a really, really good video right there,
That's what turned it around for me. I had to watch it a bunch of times. And also what MT told me last October, the end of October, he said that the BB bands were a type of signal. And that really just, it opened everything up. See, once it turned red, I could have won that trade down. See it? See it right up there? Because it's still a downtrend. Okay, but it had to be up here. I'm not going to sell it down here. There ain't no way. Now, I used to do that, see? And you know, it was like 80% of the time the sucker would reverse, and I would be out 8, 10, 12, 14 pips within a minute or two. And it would blow me away. I was pissed off. Oh, my God. But it was the 5-minute video that really turned it around for me. It really was. How many pips do you average a day? I think somebody asked that question once before.
Well, I think it depends on the day. Of course, you know, I often stack my trades, you know, and but still, I guess it's do you want the stack number or the initial number? If you don't count
just the initial number. Yeah, just the initial number.
Probably somewhere like 75, 100 pretty consistently, somewhere around there.
Man, that is excellent, brother. Excellent. And you don't have to tell me this right here. You know, that's up to you. But how much per pip?
I'm now trading like a couple of bucks a pip these days. I'm about where Kevin's at for at most regards, you know, that kind of thing.
I got you. And there's nothing wrong with that, man. That's a couple $100 a day right there. You know, I mean, that's consistent every day. That's you know, and man, that's a great income, man. At 19 years old, I wish I made $1,000 a week, man, when I was your age. I worked over 100 hours a week, man, and I made $300 a week. Honest. What you do is take the trades off the touch of the 15 bands with the signals and touch BB bands on the direction of exactly Phoenix. Exactly. Especially with the story of it, okay? Because the GU's down, the U's down, the story of it, okay? But then you got conflicting signals on the 1 hour. Do you know what the 1 hour signal up on the GU does? It gives you permission to take it up. It doesn't mean that you have to wait for it to come back down. That's what it does, okay? Well, I don't have permission to take that. Yes, you do, because it's a downtrend. And the EU was the same way, a downtrend. You know what? All right, boys, let me ask you a question. Why did the GZ drop like that, huh? Why did the GZ drop? It's dropped, man.
Well, we got very close to the 4 hour orange road. We got very close to the BB band on the 1 hour. We've actually hit the 30. We've hit the 15. And then, boom, 5 yellow red right there. And we're bouncing off all those, you know, all those resistance levels.
Look at that. See, that's your high right there. The new high, this ain't your high no more. Right there. This is. Okay? And it got right there at it. Okay? And it's been going up heavily. Okay? For how long now? That's 1, 2 hours during the whole section. So now it's happy hour, and it's going to come down. And it came down, I guarantee you, Jazz and Pink wrote it down, and probably Mercer did too. Yes, sir, Marcus. It sure did, and that's how you have to look at it, Marcus. That's how you have to look at it. But you got to take, you got to program your mind to see that. See, that's what it's about. It's getting the habit of seeing it. See, and that's the reason why I can take it. If it wasn't for that, I would never would have took it. Because, see, you're fighting this range right there. See, that's what you're doing. You're fighting that range. See, and that's the truth of all of this right here. But you got to constantly see it, and you can't be scared of it. You just got to take it. You got to take it. Because it's the same trade at demo as 10 cents, $1, $20, $100, $1,000, $10,000. It don't matter. Same exact trade. Same trade. But you got to trust yourself. You got to trust yourself. If you don't trust what you're seeing, you're going to be scared. You're going to be squirming. You're going to be freaking out. Then you're going to do bunghole trades because of it. You can't be scared of it. Can't be scared. Fear is your enemy. Yeah, off the bounce benefit of it. Yeah, sure would have. Because see, I just told you it was ranging. See that? See it ranging right there. You can tell it by the candle, see? See, it did that massive jump down. Okay, now it's ranging. Because it's trying to figure out if it's going to go up and down. More likely it's going to go down some more. But it's getting to where it's ranging until that happens. You know, the GZ man was a great trade off the BB band. Sure was on the 1 hour, and also kicked close to the 4 hour. It was just a great trade. Down, it's a great trade. You get the clap. Yeah. Love you, baby.
They're in the flavoring.
Okay. All right, I'll be in there in a minute. My wife, she's going to the stove. No, Aragon, I would not take the E. What I did blue stuff right there, but I would wait. It's probably going to be a bungo trade. Okay, I would not take it because Ergon, would have I taken it? Possibility I probably would. Seems like the GU. Hugo knew what the GU was doing. He took it. Just like I said, it's ranging. It's what it's doing. But it's more safer than the EU. Because the EU is right at the moment. That's the reason why I might have taken it. But I would advise you not to take it. You understand? Because you got to know when to get in it. You understand that, Ergon? Yeah, Hugo, you could have done it if you got it at the bottom. See, that's the truth. But you got to know when to take it. See, that is. So I recommend people that do not understand what I just said. Don't take it. Don't take it. Just take the easy trades, man. Just take the easy trades. See, it's like that. I told you that's what I was going to do. I called the trade out. People ask me, "Would you do it?" I'd have taken it. I would have taken it. See, look at the BB bands right there. Man, when the MT man showed me that, and I started really paying attention to it, man, that's where I trade at, man, right in between these mugs, man, right there. I would have won that up right there. I'd have sold it right down here.
Yeah, so yeah, I think
that's me, okay? That's me. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, so I think one issue people have is trying to get from looking at the 1 and 4 hours, then how you're able to, buy and sell all over the 5 minutes. So maybe you could walk some people through kind of the process of how you take your story and then get into your actual trades based on that kind of thing.
Right. Okay. I'll give you one good story. One of the reasons why I guarantee Hugo just closed out on that trade. All right, now look over here. See, I'm always looking at the long terms, man, to get my buys for the short terms right here, okay? That's how I do it, okay? Because Jazz showed me. I pointed to this earlier right there. You see this flip up right there? Now, you do have this right here and stuff, but more likely it's going to range back up, okay? But that's me now. I would have taken this, okay? I would have. Okay, but here's the thing. Okay, I recommend the newbies don't take it because you got to understand why it did it. It bounced right here. Now, could it go back down? Absolutely. But also, you had the blue right there. But I probably would take it. But I'm recommending newbies don't do it. Okay, because Cram, most of the time, if it takes, you saw that, Jazz. You would have done the same thing, wouldn't you? Exactly what I just said. Talking about, but you got to see that. You got to see that. Your long terms determine the short terms. Your long terms determine the short terms, and that's every day of the week, man. You're going to be a millionaire. How many pictures you got on the GU, Jazz? That's why I follow him. He's got it open. Hugo, would you have taken the GU up? What would you? How many pips you got on the GU so far, Jazz? I know you don't think I know you are, man. You're a monster pipper, baby. He kills me on pips, man. Pete does. It's really just wonderful. These charts, man, are perfect if you understand it. Man, that's crazy. Hence, his video is worth millions of dollars. It's worth it. Worth it. Okay? Wow, Pink, man, that's awesome. It's awesome. Hugo, man, I got to interview this guy. All right, Borg, let's get back to it. Let's get back to it, bro, okay? All right.
Sounds
now,
good.
Let me ask you. Took 10 on the EU up, man. That's awesome, Jewel. Let me ask you this, okay? What do you think that MT could do for this class to make it even better?
Yeah, that's a tough one. Because, like, he keeps making it better all the time. Like, there are adjustments that just happen. He just comes up with something and it really almost always seems to click there. I think what we might be able to do together is something like the challenge he's proposed to us like last week or sometime when he was saying we need a system that is, mechanical trading kind of thing, something that you don't, like, initially need to understand. Because I think it's something like if we had a system that wins, 70% of the time, like anybody could just walk in the room, they know, okay, we can press the button here. And then when they start winning, they start to see it. I think that might be the next step, because where we're at right now, you have to really see it to be able to get anywhere close to winning or just losing less. But I think that if there was a way we could get it so everybody could win and then really start to see it, I think that might be the next step.
Perfect answer, Borg. Perfect answer, man. Perfect. Look at MT agrees with that, man. Look at it. Love you, Borg. Yes, that's exactly correct. That's a perfect answer on that. He's been thinking about that and stuff. And if we have any input, maybe give it to him and stuff. But I guarantee he's been meditating on that. Like the 8 hour, I guarantee that he didn't just jump through his bongo and throw the 8 hour up there. He had been thinking about it for a while. Because this is a well thought out site. It's not just getting thought out this side and made it happen stuff over time. And I guarantee you, man, he's meditating on what you just said right there. That's a perfect answer, man. Say that again if you don't mind. Say it again.
Okay, let's see. I can rephrase it for sure and say it again. I would say the key is that we need people to win and then see it, instead of have to see it in order to win.
Man, y'all need to write that down. That needs to be written down right there. That is absolutely perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Because then they'll see it as they're winning, and it'll give them more confidence. That's a confidence builder right there now. We need to meditate on that and solve that, because I know we can. I know we can. Okay? And that's really great answer, brother. I'm glad I asked that question. So do you think that MT this is a good question right here. Do you think that MT really cares about the people in here and really hates it when people lose and hates it when people try to overcomplicate it? Do you think that MT that really is him, or do you think that's just an act?
That's not a question at all. We know how much MT cares about each and every one of us. Like, it's very, very obvious that, like, I can think of examples where sometimes, like, people are just killing it one day and then this one guy, like, loses, and MT, like, really puts his heart out to this guy, like, just really feels for the guy who, lost on that kind of day. And I think that, he really has that attitude that, he wants to help people, because he's got a system that is obviously worth millions and billions of dollars. He could do anything he wants with this. He could sit there and trade on his own all the time, but he's really given this to us because he really cares about us.
Yeah, man, that's a great answer too, brother. Exactly correct. I'm in agreement with that too. The biggest lament I think that people have about what you just said right there is he's not taking them one-on-one aside and everything, and doing whatever, because see, he's got a lot of people and everything he's catering to right here. You know what I'm saying? And most of the time, the reason why people ain't winning in this class, okay, they're not trying to figure out why the trade did this and why they lost this trade. They're not studying. They're not watching enough videos. They're not paper trading. They're not doing the things necessary to make it happen. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that's the case, VR. But I also feel for some of the people who just are dealing with tough places.
School, right?
Yeah. Not at the moment. I'm on a summer vacation kind of thing, but
let me ask you a question. How long is it going to take you your career?
Yeah, my career. Yeah, good question. Well, I'd say your classic and go to college.
How long is it going to take? How many years?
Easy 4 years kind of thing. Versus here, much faster.
Right. Gotcha.
What was that? I missed that.
How much is that going to cost you for going to college for 4 years?
It's going to set you back many tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah. Yeah. You know how I look at it, man? This is how I look at it, okay? I'm in college. Okay, this is my school. I was rebelling against what Jazz was saying and a lot of what VR said, okay? VR, man. Yeah, I just read something. Learning curve, okay? I've never done nothing like this in my life. I built houses. That's what I did for a living. Okay, build houses, remodeled, and okay, and I had I drive. My mind was the best thing. Okay, right there, man, is what change. Okay, versus you come in with food and you jump in on something because you get really thinking through and stuff of that nature, okay? And it's just a learning curve. It cost me, with the class fees and everything, over $9,000, a little bit over $9,000 to get this, okay? I lost $6,000 on trading and then about $3,000 for the school, okay? And it was worth every penny of it. Every penny. It is a school. And when you start making money is when you graduate. That's my thoughts on it. Because I've never done nothing like this. I've always been online, and I've done a few things online. I did trading one time back in '07 and '08 and made some good money until a pay processor up in Canada went defunct and money in it and everything, and not after that. This right here is an unlimited process. If you take and just follow the rules in it, watch Jazz's video, work it, work it, baby, work it. What do you think?
I think that is for sure the case because I think one thing people sometimes forget about mindset of why it's so important is the whole thing of the conscious mind versus the subconscious mind. It turns out some recent studies are showing the subconscious mind may be something like let me explain it this way. So the conscious mind can process something around 2,000 bits of information per second. The subconscious mind can process somewhere around, I believe the number was around 4 billion bits of information per second. So the subconscious mind in many ways is about 2 million times stronger than the conscious mind. So if you're going into something with a bad attitude, the subconscious mind is a force that is 2 million times stronger than you. So it's like you're trying to swim up against the strongest river in the universe, and you're never going to win that kind of battle. So you need to be instead in the river that is, flowing the right direction. That's why I think the mindset is really the key right there.
Man, the subconscious mind, man, will take in because of that, because of your attitude. That was an excellent freaking answer, dude. Man, 19 years old, man. God, man, how did you go? What do you study?
Yeah, that's a good question. I've just kind of like looked into a lot of self-help kind of books.
Tell me, man, what you study, baby.
Yeah, that's even a good question. I just kind of have collected a bunch of, really good self-help books that I kind of just turn to learn about this kind of thing. And then I've done some little looking into psychology and the kind of things that people have done of actual research in that field.
Man, that is excellent. Man, I wish I was that smart when I was that. Really, man, the only thing I did, man, was work, drink, and chase women. That was all I did. Honest. I didn't do anything else. And this dude's 19 years old. 19 years old. And he is already smarter than me. Huh? 19 years old. He's smarter than me. It's awesome, man. Awesome. Awesome, brother. I'm really impressed with you, baby. I'm really impressed with you, man. Are you a big sci-fi fan? Let me ask you a question, man. Then I want to answer a question for this one guy here. Nephilim, answer that question again because I want to take an answer, okay? But let me ask you a question, Borg. Are you a sci-fi fan?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. And you're a Trekkie?
Yeah, I like my Star Trek.
Yeah, brother. I like all of them, man. I'm a big Trek guy, too. What about Stargate, man? You in Stargate?
No. Should I get into it?
The Stargate show? Man, I'm telling you, man, Stargate, man, the story behind it is absolutely just phenomenal. It is, man. If you like stories, 10 seasons of it, and then 2 movies, and plus they had to start. Universe was okay. In the 3rd season, it got really good, but the 1st and 2nd season, man, was crap my opinion. But Atlantis was great. Man, they just really had a great story behind it. The movie is fantastic and everything with Kurt Russell, and it was just fantastic. But there's one guy in here. His name is Feline or something like that. Ask your question, my friend. Ask your question. I want to answer it. Okay. So put it up there again if you don't mind. Phoenix, that's it. Phoenix, ask your question again, my friend. Then I'm going to close it out because I know AMP's probably going to be saying, close it out, oh my God, you talk too much. Yeah, Shaheen, man, is going to be filthy rich, man. Yeah, that's a good one, Jay Bird. Appreciate that, man. That's good right there. Actually, I'm glad you reminded me of that. I didn't write that question down. I should have wrote that. I was thinking about the same thing. I should have wrote that question down. But, Phoenix, ask your question again, my friend. Question, man. Question. Okay. All right, hold on a second, man. Hold on. All right. BR, about stop loss. Do you think then the best place to set it would be, for example, you got 5 to 10 under the 15-minute road? What do you guys about this and about direction of V-band? How to understand it? I'm trying to get it right. Okay, baby, that's a good question.
Okay then, did we lose a VR? Okay, seems like we, yeah, okay, I guess I'm taking over solo style. Okay then, what is it, let's see. Okay, yeah, Jay Bird, thanks for the reminder. So I wanted to talk about the 4% thing from earlier. So, think about it like this. So, if there's really something you need to build your mindset with, it's the idea that, you are allowed to lose at first if you have a, you know, a good system in play, you know? So, like, think about it like this. Not really explaining that super well, but think about it like this. If you start off, you know, you watch a jazz friend video, you get some ideas. Okay, we'll say 1 in 4 hour system's a good, you know, system to go ahead and follow and do things like that. Well, you can start taking trades, and, you know, depending on your stop loss, you'll probably, you know, at the very beginning of your career, trying it out before you know quite everything, and you're kind of still experimenting with it, you're probably going to have some losses in there, you know, because that's just natural, like, you know, that kind of thing. But if your risk to reward ratio is good, say something like 1 to 1, or even, you know, even if it's 2 to 1 kind of thing, you can still have a good system where if you win, like, you know, 70% of the time, 75% of the time, you can make a fortune doing this kind of thing. For example, there's the whole casinos and all these kind of businesses, like, look through so many of these businesses that make fortunes on, like, 1%, 2% kind of profit margins. And think about the fact that we can make so much more than that in this place, and that 4% a day can make you a millionaire in about a year if you start with, say, $500, and you just compound it at an average of 4% every day. 4%, if you stack trades 4 times or something, that could be 10 pips, you know? That could be 40 pips if you don't even stack, you know, 4 times. And you could do this on the whole 10 pips a day. That's about all I got on that. Anything else anybody wants me to talk about? Okay then, I'll do my close, thanks NT. So, I guess my close for everyone is to watch your jazz videos, think about that kind of stuff, but also do your mind setting and do your visualization of what happens when it does click, because the more you think about what'll happen when it clicks, the closer you get to doing it, you know, and the more you have the feeling of success, the better and the better, you know, you can do. Okay, Mercy, let's see, good books. I'll give you guys 1 or 2 good books quick. Let's see. Trying to think of something that would be really good. Like, what comes to mind? Maybe one of my favorite books, I think that it explains things that's very interesting. That's I'm not sure if everyone wants to interpret it literally or not, but I like the book The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn. It's a very fun book that kind of explains a lot about the subconscious mind, mostly through metaphor. But I think that it's a very, very good book. I really love that one. Yeah, so I give you guys that one. Of course, Trading in the Zone, I have to recommend that one, and Think and Grow Rich, one of my absolute favorite books right there. So there you guys go. Yeah, I think that's about it. So do your mind setting, watch your jazz videos, and get ready for some success. Borg MT is out.